Hello everybody, it's Ralph, American. Well, now we have the results of the election yesterday. We know that President Barack Obama was re-elected as President of the United States. I want to talk to you on a serious note again. I have 13 posts of Ralph Republican on YouTube. The first 12 of those were satires on the Republican Party. I spent 31 years in the Republican Party. I was a dyed-in-the-wool Republican. I met and interviewed and spent 1 hour one-on-one with the late, great Senator Barry Goldwater. The Republican Party at that time was a moderate party. And what it's become now is a party of extremism. That's why nothing can get done in Washington. That's why they fight and bicker all the time. Because the extremists on the right are fighting with the extremists and semi-extremists on the left, and there's no common ground. Barack Obama is more like a moderate Republican of years gone by. And to me, that's what the Republican Party needs to become again. If it does, it'll attract a lot more people to it. People who are undecided kind of voters who maybe don't vote. They're independent voters. And they don't know what to do. They go, well, the left isn't for me, the extreme right isn't for me. I don't have a home. They need a home. If the Republican Party will listen up and do this, they'll heal that party. They need to get rid of the extremists or convince them that they have to narrow that extremism down and they have to become more tolerant and acceptable. Now let's talk a little bit about tolerance. If you're an extreme conservative and you're, for example, a Christian conservative, Republican, and you hate abortion, don't get an abortion. If you hate gay marriage, don't marry a gay. But there's no room in politics for religion and politics. Our founders wanted a separation of church and state, securing the right for freedom of religion. That was the entire purpose, freedom of religion. If you want to hang out with people that think like you, go to church. But I want to say this to you. If you want to find a common ground and you want America to heal, then you're going to have to become more tolerant. You're going to have to reach out to some people with different lifestyles. Go to lunch with a gay friend. Find out what makes them tick. If you're extremely homophobic, talk to them about it. And they'll assure you that they have no interest in you and that they're not going to try to convert you to homosexuality. Now, the thing about abortion, I'm talking to liberals now. You've got to understand that this is a lightning rod with the Republican Party and with conservatives. They're going to fight you till the death on this, so you've got to find some common ground on that. In other words, in extreme cases of rape or where the mother's life is endangered, something like that. But you're going to have to merge with them. You're going to have to find a way to find common ground on this. If nothing more than just don't talk about it, don't mention it. You have Roe v. Wade. Now Republicans, conservatives, if you don't like abortion and you want to put an end to it, then contact your representatives in Congress and have them overturn Roe v. Wade. I mean, they've had control of Congress for all but 4 years in the last 22 years, and they've controlled the House of Representatives for all but 2 years of the last 22 years. So what are they doing? Are they doing what you want? Obviously not. So here's another thing for the Republican Party. You lost this election because of the ethnic vote. Latinos and blacks overwhelmingly voted for, 3 out of 5 Latinos voted for for President Obama. 9 out of 10 black people voted for President Obama. You've got to get those people to come to you if you want your party to survive. Otherwise, the Republican Party is dead. How do you do that? By moving more to the center, becoming more moderate, discharging the extremists. That's all I have for today. Hope you have a great day, and God bless America.